Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. So in this video, I want to talk about Terra Classic. Now, I know it's been a few days guys since I updated you guys on what is exactly happening with Terra Classic, right? It's been a while since, I made an update on Terra Classic. So I just want to say real quick, I apologize for that, okay? But you guys have to understand, I also talk about, other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course the whole cryptocurrency in general, right? The whole crypto market, right? What I always do, give you guys a daily crypto market update. I don't just talk about Terra Classic. I just want you guys to know that. So for all the people out there that are in fact, asking me where are, the update videos for Terra Classic, I just want to say real quick, I don't just talk about Terra Classic. So please understand this, right? So yes, guys, I am back talking about Terra Classic. I want to, pretty much give you guys a update on what is exactly happening right now with Terra Classic. And yes, guys, a few things have been happening with Terra Classic for the past few days, right? For the past few days, ever since, I didn't talk about Terra Classic. Yes, there are some things that I want to talk about. So we're going to talk about it in this video. So go down below right now, guys. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Let's see if we can get to at least 100 likes. I really would appreciate that. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I really would appreciate that as well. Let's get to 3,000 subscribers. So that being said, guys, I appreciate all that. I see all the support and I know exactly who you guys are and you guys know who you guys are. So I appreciate all you guys. So that being said, let's get started with this video. So we all want Terra Classic to reach $1, okay? And it will hit $1 really soon, okay? I'm being dead serious, guys. Terra Classic will eventually reach $1 really soon in the next few years. Maybe, maybe less than 5 years from now, we will in fact see Terra Classic reach at least $1, right? Maybe we'll see, but maybe, maybe 2028, 2030, maybe we will in fact see Terra Classic at least over $1, okay? But we will in fact see Terra Classic reach $1. And why do I say this? Well, guys, burns are in fact happening every single day. We are in fact burning, millions and billions. What I've been telling you guys, right? We have been burning millions and billions of Terra Classic tokens every single day. And that's exactly what we want, guys, okay? We want burns to happen. We obviously need to drop the supply for Terra Classic, okay? And once the supply does in fact slow down and drops even more, okay? Obviously, okay, the price will in fact rise, right? So obviously the supply needs to drop for the demand, okay? For the demand, the price to go up, okay? So obviously we are in fact burning millions and billions of Terra Classic tokens. You guys have to understand this, right? So we know that the max supply for Terra Classic is at trillions, 6.9 trillion, almost 7 trillion. And yes, that is in fact slowly going down right now, okay? Slowly, not too much, but slowly. This is literally just the beginning, guys. So I want to give you guys on what is happening with, the tax burns, of course, the 1.2% tax burns. So far we have burned 5.9, almost 6 billion, guys, 6 billion, almost 6 billion Terra Classic tokens have been burned through the tax burns, which is absolutely amazing. And the 1.2% tax burns did in fact go live. I'm pretty sure it's been like almost a month now, close to a month. And this is literally just the beginning for, the tax burns. And we have already burned pretty much 6 billion Terra Classic tokens. You guys can clearly see that, right? So by tomorrow morning, this will in fact be at 6 billion. Okay, so right now it's currently at 5.9 billion, almost 6 billion. You guys can clearly see that. So that's absolutely amazing. And the top burners, okay, let me show you guys this, okay? So you guys can see, obviously, Binance is in fact, the top burner. Okay, we all know Binance. Binance is one of the largest crypto exchanges out there, right? And we know that they are in fact supporting the burns. And when they announced that they are in fact supporting the burns, right, we saw this pump up, right? We know that Terra Classic before that, right, was in fact dipping. You guys can clearly see that, right? It was in fact dipping, okay? Especially at this time right here. Okay, it was in fact having a little downtrend right here, guys. You guys can obviously clearly see that. We were in fact at the 18 range, okay, right down here. But then absolutely, okay, we saw a pump. We saw an absolute pump for Terra Classic when Binance, okay, did announce that they were in fact, supporting the burns for Terra Classic. And then we saw this pump, guys. And this was in fact a 70% pump, pretty much over 70% pump in a time period of about 3 to 4 hours time, right? So in 3 to 4 hours time, we saw this pump, guys, which was absolutely amazing to see for Terra Luna Classic, guys. Okay, and we ever since we've had this pump, we have been on this support level. You know what I mean? You guys can clearly see that, right? We haven't seen a massive, drop down yet, right? Terra Luna Classic is still holding up pretty well ever since we had this pump when, Binance announced that they were in fact supporting the burns. Okay, so you guys can obviously clearly see we have been in this support level right here, guys. So Terra Luna Classic is still, holding up pretty well. As I'm filming this video right now, Terra Luna Classic is currently at 27. So yeah, Terra Luna Classic has been, going up and down a whole bunch. You know what I mean? You guys can clearly see that. And we saw yesterday that the whole cryptocurrency market was in fact having a dip. Same with Terra Luna Classic, right? Pretty much majority of cryptocurrencies yesterday, right, was in fact, having a dip. But today, that's a different story. You guys can clearly see that today we are in fact majority in the greens. You know what I mean? And in my next video, I will in fact talk about that. So stay tuned for that. But yes, guys, Terra Luna Classic is still holding up pretty well. You guys can obviously clearly see that we are pretty much having like a little support level right here. You guys can obviously like clearly see that, right? So this is obviously, great to see for Terra Luna Classic. It's still holding up pretty well. Like I said, we haven't seen, a massive drop yet. But I'm telling you guys right now, we will eventually see Terra Luna Classic reach $1. Okay, it's going to happen. Now, let me go back to this, guys, Binance. So we know that Binance, I think it was like coming up to 2 weeks now, okay? 2 weeks ago that Binance did in fact burn 5.5 billion Terra Luna Classic tokens, right? And they were in fact going to be burning more. Now, guys, look at how much Binance has burned. Now they have burned, right, 8.6 billion. You know what I mean? So a couple more billions, you know what I mean, that they have in fact burned, guys. So this is what we want to see. You guys have to understand, this is exactly what we want to see. The largest crypto exchange out there in the market is in fact supporting the burns, and they have already burned almost 10 billion Terra Luna Classic tokens. This is what we want to see, guys, right? If we want to see Terra Luna Classic reach 1 cent, a few cents, and of course $1 and over $1, we have to burn a whole bunch and destroy a whole bunch of Terra Luna Classic tokens. And you guys can clearly see, right, that most of these crypto exchanges and whatnot, and of course the tax burns, are in fact supporting the burns. You guys can clearly see that, right? Qcoin is one of them, you know what I mean? Binance, right, of course, okay, being number one, they have burned 8.6 billion, almost 10 billion Terra Luna Classic tokens, which is absolutely amazing, guys. So you guys have to understand that burns are in fact happening for Terra Luna Classic. And Terra Luna Classic right now, guys, is in fact up 5%, over 5%, okay, 5.5% pretty much today, which is obviously great to see. Okay, like I said, guys, we did in fact see Terra Luna Classic absolutely dump all the way to pretty much the 25 range. Okay, this was a fact yesterday. Okay, wow, when the dips did in fact happen, and then obviously you guys can clearly see that we did in fact have a rise up. You know what I mean? So this is great to see for Terra Luna Classic. And you guys have to understand that most cryptocurrencies in the market today is in fact pumping back up, which I will in fact talk about that in the next 3 hours. So stay tuned for that video, okay? But yes, guys, the burns are in fact happening. We will eventually see Terra Luna Classic reach, okay, $1. It's going to happen really soon, guys. It's all about patience here. You know what I mean? It really is. It's all about patience, okay? This is not financial advice, okay? I'm not saying Terra Luna Classic will 100% hit $1 in the future, but it will. Okay, not financial advice, right? Obviously, I'm not telling you guys to go all in on Terra Luna Classic, you know what I mean? And wait for Terra Luna Classic to reach $1 and whatnot, you know what I mean? That's not what I'm saying, okay? I'm just telling you guys my personal price prediction for Terra Luna Classic in the next few years, because we all want to see Terra Luna Classic reach $1, right? Let's not lie, okay? If you are in fact invested into Terra Luna Classic, we all want to see that price target of Terra Luna Classic at $1 pretty much, you know what I mean? So it will eventually happen. Okay, it's all about patience, guys. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay, it's all about patience. This is going to take time. We need to burn a whole bunch, not even millions, like we need to burn literally billions and trillions of Terra Luna Classic tokens for us to see Terra Luna Classic at either $1 and over $1. Okay, so that's that. But you guys can clearly see that Terra Luna Classic is still looking amazing. You know what I mean? It's still up, you know what I mean? Even though, yeah, it has been pretty much consolidating. You guys can clearly see that, right? Having little dips and then pumps back up and then every now and then. But, it's still holding up. It's still at this support level. So that's obviously, something great to see. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. You guys let me know in the comments down below, what are your personal thoughts for Terra Classic to reach $1? Do you think it's gonna happen really soon? Do you guys think it's gonna happen, you know, do you guys think it will never happen? Like, let me know in the comments down below. I think it's obviously going to happen. Okay, it will eventually happen, but it's not going to happen overnight, guys. It's not going to happen anytime soon. It's going to take some time, guys. But burns are in fact happening. You guys can clearly see that burns are in fact happening. So in the next few years, guys, we will in fact see Terra Classic, okay, at least $1. Look at all these crypto exchanges and whatnot supporting, right, the tax burns, okay, for the burns in general for, you know, Terra Classic. So that's obviously great to see. So that being said, guys, I'm will in fact keep you guys updated on Terra Classic if anything does in fact happen, of course, because for the past few days, yes, Terra Classic hasn't really been doing anything too special, and that's why, guys, I didn't want to make a video about Terra Classic, right? But yeah, Binance have officially burned 8.6 billion Terra Classic tokens, which is absolutely amazing to see. And the 1.2% burn tax is in fact at 5.9 billion, like what I showed you guys, almost, you know, 6 billion, which is great to see. So I will in fact keep you guys updated on the burns. So that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Let's get to 100 likes at least. I really would appreciate that. It really would help, you know, the YouTube algorithm and whatnot. Share this video around, okay? And of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. I really would appreciate that. And I catch you guys all in my next video. Have a blessed day, guys.